Welcome to Talk Sport with Danny O'Brien.
Can't wait.
And then we'll do the political talk after all of that.
Debate.
I love it. Listen, the one thing we can't talk about is sports or politics. Is that all right?
So, such a shame because we know so much about both here.
So we don't need to
Always
talk
talk
about the Ireland-Bosnia thing or the first leg, the second leg. We don't need to talk about any of that stuff now.
It's not why we're here anyway.
No. Live at Whelan's this coming Friday. How you doing?
I'm good, thanks very much. Thanks for having me.
It's nice to see you. Yeah, we've known of you on the rounds. This is the first time you've been in with us here at Radio Nova. Fair play for you for coming in.
The show is called Jesus.
It is indeed.
Why is that?
I don't know if I can tell you this. I can. I'll keep it less explicit.
Censor yourself.
Well, the reason being, my one of my good friends last year, after my last year's Edinburgh show, he's also helped me with the promotion of the show. I heard him having frolics with a female person, and that was his love noise of choice that I heard.
No, too much information.
No. So I thought
stop it. Yeah, you're right. You can't tell us.
I thought it would be funny that he would have to look at that on a poster in Edinburgh for a month and be constantly reminded that I heard it.
Actually, there's worse things you could shout out. I'd imagine.
That is the genesis, most Irish thing I've ever heard, ever.
It's true. I tweet that a lot and type that a lot
It's
in
like
text.
the whole movie of The Snapper put into a phrase.
Borges.
It's what Burgess would say.
Yeah, Jesus.
You do talk about a premature midlife crisis in Jesus, is that right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can see why it says premature because obviously you're very young.
I wish. I'm 32.
That's young.
I know.
Dude, said the slightly 1 year older lady.
Yeah.
2 years in a year or in a month.
Is it a good time to be on the stand-up circuit right now?
Yes,
is Ireland still churning out, some really good people?
It is, absolutely. I spend kind of half my time in the UK as well, so I'm kind of flittering between the two. But no, Ireland is going great. Like, things are definitely picking up. It's I love Dublin. Like, I've the option to move to the UK, but I love it over here. I'd rather stay and try and do both for as long as I can.
It's
really great to hear.
Because loads of people just emigrate off to London.
I know, it's like the 1980s again, isn't it?
It kind of is. If you Google Danny O'Brien, or if you YouTube, more importantly, you'll see, loads of your stand-up, Edinburgh Fringe and all that kind of stuff. You put so much energy into your shows. But I have to say, I'm extremely impressed that you won the Toilet Duck Award at TED Fest.
Oh, the TED Fest
2013.
Yeah.
But that is fantastic because it's all about up-and-coming acts. But
it's
you
my
actually
most
won
prized
it.
possession. I was only in the Roisin Dove there a couple of weeks ago. I was back down there, and it's brilliant. Yeah, it was a class thing. The trophy is essentially an actual toilet duck sprayed with like lethal toxic gold paint, but it's my most prized possession. Like, I love it more than anything else. Like,
are you a Father Ted fan?
Completely obsessed.
You see, again, do you kind of think that maybe you've come along just a little bit too late, because a lot of those comedians, when that was been made, a lot of the stand-up boys all got kind of roles in there, Father such and such.
Exactly, I'm gigging with all of them now as well, and it's bizarre. Like, it's when you're driving to a gig like down in Gorey, and you're in the car and you have to turn and ask, like, Owen McLove for change for
the toll.
Yeah, exactly.
Out of his jumper.
Yeah.
Do you really have a cookery show addiction?
Listen, I can't even. I think I better go see someone about it. Like, that's how.
No,
I spend 50 quid a month on UPC to watch the Food Network. That's what I do.
Really?
I don't know. I'm obsessed with them. I just sit there and watch them, and then
who do you rate? Who's the?
The champion of champions would be River Cottage. That's my dream. Hugh Fernley Whittingstall.
I have no idea. I've just glazed
that's
over.
Triple barrel name, like super Brit.
Okay.
He's I think he writes for the Guardian and stuff as well. But he just seceded away from London life and started up a small holding, and he kind of lives independently from like
he's
the world.
foraging, isn't he, all the time?
That's
Except
for his
dream.
TV show. What about Mary Berry? Legend.
I don't know. I find her too Scorpio. I'm a bit afraid of her. Like,
she does look like she'd give you an old dig.
She's
do
like my auntie that I hate. Like,
but she'll cook you nice stuff. I always think she's the granny I never had. No offense to our grannies.
Jesus, it's deep.
Do you do any actual cooking?
I do, actually. I'm pretty handy in the kitchen.
Okay, you must be at this stage.
Yeah, exactly. I grew up in Wicklow for a little while, so I used to get like rabbits and stuff.
No,
be careful. Not with D. Not with D. No,
they made me nearly taste rabbit at Easter in this.
You sure? I made KFC rabbit once. It was unbelievable.
Then it's not KFC. It's KFB, surely, for bunnies.
KF4. It actually sounds like a radio station from America, doesn't it?
KF4 Atlanta.
But it's actually about skinning. Oh, that's very upsetting.
The skinning stuff is gross, but I think it's.
I got to tell you, we were watching a little clip before you came in of you doing the whole Scottish accent thing. Where a Scottish person tells a story, and you kind of you ask them to repeat things constantly, and then you take the key words out of it. We have a friend of ours in the family that, God love him, every time we speak with him, what? Sorry, what? It's just the accent is
No,
so
it's worse. It's when
strong.
you nod and he looks at you going, why are you nodding?
Yeah.
I just told you a terrible thing. Oh,
Oh,
I mean,
oh God,
right.
well, what emotion should I be expressing right
Yeah,
now?
it's-
Or when you
it's
say
tough.
what and they go, that's right. And you just go, oh my God. I have nowhere to go.
We're speaking the same
I'm a
language.
mime stuck in a box. Like,
It's brilliant. Danny O'Brien is going to be doing Whelan's, which is just a brilliant venue. Tickets, seriously, next to nothing, 12 quid.
This Friday, Jesus is the show.
You're losing money by not going. Check it out.
Yeah, exactly. Brilliant. We have what we need. Anything
Well
else you
done.
want, Dee?
That's all good, yeah.
Excellent.
Deadly. Thanks very much.